speed.
I'm Bram Frank. I'm blessed that Buitron has brought me out. What I want to talk about are my tools. I make the only full force continuum tools. I said it for many years and people didn't get it. Full force continuum means when I come out, I can ball peen hammer, I can hit people, which is impact, non-lethal. And that idea carries through that. From there, I can do what's called less than lethal. I can do little snap cuts. And then upon impact, unlike Arnis wave, you may have seen Emerson wave that opens out of your pocket, you find a pocket. Mine won't do that. When I come into ball peen hammer, as I hit someone, as soon as I touch you, just like a turnstile, it opens. So if you can touch someone, it'll open, forward or reverse grip. The other cool thing is upon contact, because lots of do martial arts, they do a friction opening. That just by touching, you can go to trap. Same thing in reverse. I don't have to hit it. I can pull on you, and it's there. It's got something called a spoon clip, world's first flat clip with a function. And it's got axle rods and dimples on the side and the spoon clip so that you can go from forward to reverse grip without taking your hands off the tool. Because a lot of us need to change from forward to grip, so I can be in a forward grip, I can hammer, I can get it open, I can decide to go to reverse grip, and then in the flow go right back down to forward grip and shut it back down again. I can, in a closed position, pull it out, go to hammer, decide I want to punch, Wing Chun style or a forward punch, and have the ramp proceeding, and I can hit. And upon that hit, have it reverse, and again, open it. Now when it opens, you still don't have to cut someone. When it opens, I can use it for passing, realize I passed them, and in the flow, again, de-escalate. So the tools I make are the only, when I said, full force continuum. Not like you open and have to cut someone. They're not knives. They're edge tools. That also from the Bram, that's the Bram, I can go ahead and trap a thumb. I can trap a finger. I can rake with it. I can pinch with it. Okay? I can go to a pressure point. I can use the whole Bram to actually go around and do a rub and rub up and down. I can use it to bend around the corner so I can make it. And when I grab, I can extend like a pincher and grab someone, and I can be nice, that you can see the Bram and my thumb lock it, or not nice, where I drive it with the Bram in there to lock it. So if you want options, things you do with your martial arts, this is the tool that will do it. Hi, I'm Bram Frank. I'm going to go over the 3 basic entries of using one of my tools as an impact tool. I know all you people think I'm going to cut everyone. But the thing is, I like it as an impact tool. So what I'm going to do is, when that first attack comes in, what I want you to think about is ball peen hammer. And all I'm going to do is hammer. From that hammering slowing down, I want the inside of the arm. Because that's that little bit of, saw that little bit of hit. It's actually, you ever hit your elbow, ulnar nerve, and your hand goes numb? Well, there's the radial, the median, and the ulnar. And on the junction of it, you get that jump and a little bit of bend knees. And then what I'm going to do is, my hand's extended. So rather than bringing my hand to me, which creates a vacuum, I step up to my hand. So my hand goes from no power to when I step up and over, now I have power. And what I'm going to do is go for a hit. And what happens, people have 3 things to do. They can check, push, or grab. So on this, the check hand comes up. Now, I'm going to turn around this way. Turn around with me, please. So that you can see, and I'm going to step back to the insides here. I'm sliding up, and I slap it down, and I drive the butt into the well. That's the well where your lat, the lats go down in the trap, and there's a V right here in the collarbone, so I drive it in. Now, what I want you to think about is, some of you may have played with a top or a gyroscope in the old days, where you pull the cord and spins. Well, this is point of it all the way to the floor, and I yank that cord and jack right through his face. Pull back, and there's my arm bar. If I need to bring him in, I use the horns to bring him in, and we smack and drop him. And entry, so you'll see entry number one. I'll do it from this side now. That I do that hammer. I do that inside hit. I step over my hand, and when I go to hit, there's the check. There's the slap and the hit. And again, I just pivot and drive it through. Now, yes, I know my elbows here. I could drive my elbow in. I could hammer with the butt. I could drive it into the chest, or we just go for an arm bar. That's the basis of entry number one. All right, Bram Frank, I'm back again. I'm going to do entry number two. Entry number two is I'm still using a ball peen hammer, using this impact tool, and when I finally go to hit, they're going to push my hand out of the way. All right? Because people, I said, can check, push, or grab. So when we go to do this, the punch is coming in, I'm hammering, ball peen hammer. I'm doing that inside hit, and I step up to my hand. Again, in case you haven't seen it, that is from extension, I step up to my hand, because now it's cocked. When I go to hit, it gets pushed. How do I know? Well, I go for a slap like on the first one, and there's nothing there. So I grab it. Remember I said that hit? Well, now I do the hit to the top of the arm, right here. So you watch the boxes come out of alignment. I drive in, and oh look, I'm in the same position as number one for that arm bar. And I can hit, or I can hit. And I'll turn it around this way so you can see that when I get that first hit, my entry, and I'm up and in, there's the push. There's nothing there. I still go for the same slap like number one. So I do a slap block. That's what I call lopsided like from Wing Chun. And I drive the butt right into the top of the radial because the boxes go out of alignment. Look where my hand is, palm up. So I just body torque, make his head turn away, drop my elbow when I have arm bar. And of course, I can use the Bram with the tool on his tricep tendon. I can hit, or I can rock this back in and hit again. And that rock is I'm right here. I can rock it back, and there's the hit. So position two, entry two, is because I push. I do the same as entry one, but there's no hand there. So I just grab it, I hit, and I roll right through. So that's position entry number two, off a push. I'm Bram Frank, and I'm going to finish up with entry number three of using my tool as an impact tool. The first entry we talked about if they check. The second entry is if they push, and the third one is the guy grabs you, because that's what human beings can do. I either have an idea or I'm panicked. So it's going to be the same kind of thing, that when this punch comes in, typical Bram move, we hammer the hand. We do that inside entry to get a little reaction, and I step over my hand. And when I go to hit, I get grabbed. Where am I going to go with it? Well, I do the same slap. Now I want you to know, I'm not reaching for any kind of hold. I'm not trying to grab a joint line. I just slap it. Why? Because it keeps it on my hand. Now I need to disengage for a minute. If I turn this hand and the arm is straight, I get no reaction. If the arm bends and it's not turned, I get no reaction. But you've all done Sankyū where it's turned and you come on and any little pressure makes that work. So I need to make it bend and turn. So if it's affixed to my hand, what do? Well, I step up and I bring like an overhead elbow. You see it starting to fold because I'm stepping in. And the arm's turning, and then I use my elbow to drive it down. I drop with the tool and hit, and I can go for arm bar. Now I'll do that from the other side, so you can see that I have that same entry, bam, bam, hit. Inside entry, I step up, and there's the grab. So there's the slap. When I step up, you can see that curve, you can see the arm bending. Now I'm going to pop this up a minute. I'm actually just using my tricep to make this happen. So I use my tricep, which pops my hand out of the hand. I've released it because I don't want to kill my partner. And I drop and I can hammer the chest, if you had to, the face. But now I'm already set for arm bar, and I could walk the cupping procedure. The idea on the grab, when you do this with a partner, I need you to do it slowly. Because if you take it and snap over, the head of the ulnar is very small. But that's what's happening is, I have to step in, there's the bend. I bring my elbow like an elbow strike and aim for his nose in. That's the Sanki position, and then any little bit makes this tool work. And then I can use the tool as an impact tool. Entry number 3, entry number 2, and entry number 1 are all kissing cousins of each other. Because if I got in here, and first it went to a check and he went to a push, I don't panic. What if it went for a check and he grabs it halfway? Well, I don't panic. I just roll from one to the other. And all 3 of them end up in arm bars. Thank you. So if you understand basic arm bar, you'll understand this tool, using it as a ball peen hammer to stop the punch and just come up and protect my face. The inside hit and step are the same. And then you let the person check you, push you, or grab you.